Sa pagsikat ng bagong araw ay isang panibagong bukas at magandang kapalaran ang naghihintay sa bawat boksingerong Pinoy na walang ibang hinangad kundi maiuwi sa ating inang bayan ang isang karangalan. At bagamat halos isang dekada na rin po ang nakakalipas mula nang tapak-tapakan tayo ng mga hapong ito ang lahi ng mga mandirigmang Pinoy sa pakikipagsuntukan sa ibabaw ng parisukat na lona, magmula na maghari sa Bantamweight Division ang tinaguriang monster ng Japan na Oya the Monster Inoue. At ang isa sana sa Pinoy na pwedeng tumapo sa paghahari nitong si Inoue na walang iba kundi ang tinaguriang Angas ng Pinas, John Real Cuadro Alas Casimero, ay tila ba suntok na lang sa buwan kung mangyayari pa. Subalit ganoon pa man mga idol, sa pagpasok ng makabagong henerasyon ng mga batang boksingero ay may batang isang Pinoy na sobrang lakas at may kakaibang talento pagdating sa pakikipagsuntukan. At ang halos lahat ng nakakalaban ng Pinoy na ito ay puro knockout ang pagmumukha ang inaabot. Kaya naman sa aking palagay ay mas dihamak na mas malakas pa ito kaysa kay Inoue. Kaya naman tiyak nagagapang din itong halimaw ng Japan kapag dumapo na ang kamao ng mga Pinoy sa pagmumukha nito.
He's being counted down and he is now waved off by Virgilio Garcia, and immediately
ang bata nga pong ito mga idol na posibleng sumunod sa yapak ng ating nag-iisang pambansang kamao, Manny Pacquiao, ay ang batang ipinanganak sa liblib na probinsya ng Cebu na kasalukuyang WBO Oriental Flyweight Champion ay walang iba kundi ang tinaguriang The Sniper ng Philippine Boxing dahil sa malasintado nitong mga kamao na si Alvin Jan Pasiones na may edad lamang po sa kasalukuyan na 19 na taong gulang at lumalaban ngayon sa 115 pounds flyweight division. Napaka-promising na boksingerong ito mga idol at masasabi kong malayo talaga ang mararating nito. Dahil sa 15 laban nito sa kanyang professional boxing career ay wala ni isa man lang ang nakaligtas dito, na ang ibig sabihin ay puro knockout at pagmumukha ang inabot ng mga kalaban ng Pinoy sa kanyang mga kamao. Ni hindi man lang umaabot sa round 5 ang mga pinaslang nito. At ang matindi pa nga dito mga idol ay ang isa sa kanyang nakalaban ay muntik pang mapatay nitong ating bidang halimaw, kung saan ay muntik pang makumotos ang inabot ng kanyang kalaban.
and everybody is still shocked dito. Ngayon pa lang po bumabangon, sumusubok.
Bagamat bagito pa kung maituturing sa larangan ng pakikiligma sa ibabaw ng lona, ay hindi rin matatawaran ang talento ng batang ito pagdating sa sports na boxing, sapagkat taglay na batang Pinoy na ito ang skills, ring IQ at malulupit na galawan sa ibabaw ng lona. Kaya naman kahit mga veteranong boksingero na kung maituturing sa pagkakipagbasagan ng muka ay hindi umuubra sa Bagitong Pinoy na ito. Kaya naman dahil dyan ay mabilis na murangkada sa world rankings ang batang Pinoy na ito. At bagamat hindi pa masyadong napapansin sa mainstream media itong ating bidang halimaw, unti-unti naman itong gumagawa ng ingay sa labas ng ating bansa, sa katunayan nga niya ng mga idol. Dahil sa undefeated na kartada nitong si AJ Pasiones at ganda ng mga laban na ipinamamala sa ibang bansa, ay napabilang ito sa world ranking sa 115 pounds flyweight division. Gaya na lamang po ng pagiging top 5 sa WBO, IBF top 9, WBA top 11 at pang top 6 naman sa WBC. Take note mga idol, 19 years old lang po itong si AJ Pasiones at sa murang edad pa lamang nito ay tiyak na malaki ang tsansa na mapasabak na kagad ang batang Pinoy na ito sa isang pangdaigdigang titulo at mapahanay kay Marvin Sonsona na pinakabatang naging world champion sa kasaysayan ng professional boxing. At sa tingin ko mga idol ay hindi imposible mangyari ang bagay nito sapagkat taglay ng batang si Pasiones ang tapang, skills, ring IQ at tamang timing sa pagbitaw ng malaking pakto nitong kamao sa kalaban. At ang isa nga po sa nasampulan ng malaking pakto at malaking sniper na kamao ng tinaguriang The Sniper ng Pinas ay ang former Thai champion ng bansang Thailand na si Sarawut Yamtong. At dahil sa bagito pa kung maituturing ang ating bidang kababayan, ay mantakin nyo ba namang angasan nitong Thai fighter ang Bagitong Pinoy? Kung sana hindi nito binibigyang importansya ang taglay na espiritual na kapangyarihan ng Pinoy. Na ang ibig sabihin ay madali lamang tatalunin itong si Jampong, itong ating kababayan. Subalit pagdating sa mismong laban, ang totoy kung maituturing at maamong mukha kung titingnan ay isa palang halimaw kapag sumampa na sa ibabaw ng parisukat na lona. At dahil sa ganda ng mga laban na ipinamalas ng Bagitong Pinoy, ika-26 ng Disyembre taong 2024 ay nabigyan itong si AJ Pasiones ng isang malaking laban sa kanyang boxing career, kung saan ay babanggay ng batang Pinoy ang kinakatakutan daw sa bansang China at tinaguri ang palos dahil sa madulas nitong galawan sa ibabaw ng parisukat na lona na walang iba kundi si Zhang Li. Ang kanilang sagupan ay naganap sa Space Plus RCA, Bangkok, Thailand. May kartada ang Intsik na 15 panalo. Ang 7 dito ay tinapos ng Intsik sa pamamagitan ng knockout at may 2 talo lamang, habang si Arin Pasiones ay biyabit ng kartadang 10 panalo. Ang 5 dito ay tinapos ng Pinoy sa pamamagitan ng knockout at walang bayad ng anumang pagkatalo. Unang round, pinakita kaagad ni AJ Pasiones kung gaano nga bakabagsik ang mga kamao nito sa kalabang Intsik. Isang malakas na 1-2 combination ang ipinukol ng Pinoy sa kalaban. Subalit bagamat magaganda ang bitaw ng Pinoy ay mukhang handa itong Intsik dahil madali niya lamang itong nailagan at mukhang alam ng Intsik ang gagawin ng pag-atake dito ni Pasiones, kaya naman isang magandang counter-attack ang nagawa dito ng Intsik. At dito makikitang tinamaan ng Pinoy sa mga banat ng Chinese fighter, mga idol.
Wants to get back and he wants to eat it. Great exchanges from both these fighters.
I mean, what a great day to have a title fight. Is everything in a fight. Fighters landing some of their best shots already in the opening round of this title fight, scheduled for 12 rounds.
Yeah, brilliant shot there. And I thought he was trying to complain to the referee there, but there was some taunting. There was a little hold to the fight, but it was just a taunt there from Zhang Li.
Interesting to taunt your opponent when you got cracked that hard, pretending where did the shot go?
Maybe that's how hard he hit him. He can't remember it happening, but both these fighters with...
This is just a great matchup. Beautiful jumping uppercut landed right there from Arvin. And that got the attention of Zhang Li. What a title fight for the opening round. Yeah, we didn't see any taunting after that one. And the sniper living up to his name, sniping him with that uppercut and then that jumping right uppercut as well.
Sa pagsisimula ng round 2, medyo naging maingat na si Kabayan. Marahil ay napansin niyang hindi uubra ang ginawa niya sa kalabang Intsik. Medyo umulalay dito pero still consistent pa rin ang bato ng mga jabs dito. Habang ang Intsik naman ang umatake at pati ang bigay ng malalakas na birada sa Pinoy. Kung baga sa pagkakataong ito mga idol ay sinasamantala ng Intsik ang pagkakataon dahil sa puro depensa at paunti-unting jab lang ang ginagawa ng Pinoy.
There, but no respect for that shot. The sniper cracked him with a clubbing right hand. And it looks like there's no more taunting going on here by Zhang Li. It's all business. Great jab down to the body there by Arvin. You've got to be curious to what he's trying to set up right now.
He just does so well to...
He's a very exciting fighter, very quick, very crafty.
Finding a home for that backhand. Very good to step in with that jab, throw that backhand, goes to the body. And I believe he's really earned the respect of Zhang Li now.
I mean, both fighters are basically using the same combination against each other. It's that jab with the backhand. So it is just really a battle of who can pull it off better. But then the sniper, Arvin, just keeps throwing in these uppercuts as well. So to me, Arvin is just doing a little bit more to mix things up a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. You see there, Zhang Li, as you said, a good step-in jab backhand too. But now Arvin throwing more variation in his shots, showing more tools.
Some great combination. He's now going to the body. That kind of looked like a low blow almost. And he's trying to push him up, but the referee fighters don't want to engage in middle warfare or close range. They're just trying to set up that backhand. So they're jabbing the way in. And as soon as their lead leg gets on the outside of each other's, they're just going to send that one right down the middle.
And
beautiful.
Big right hook there from Arvin. He attempted it before. Feel like he had the counter shot from Zhang Li, but now lands that flush. Strong and an overhand left there. And Arvin just controlling that range. Swing and a miss there from Zhang Li.
Arvin, I mean, I think he's just very aware of his range now. I think he knows exactly where he needs to be to avoid the backhand. And that's why he's able to jump in with his shots. So the range management so far by Arvin, to me, is absolutely brilliant.
Jump there from Arvin.
And for those of you wondering at home as well, what the backhand of them is their final shot. So for an orthodox, it is their right hand. For a southpaw, it's the left hand. So when you hear us say backhand, we mean it's still a straight shot. Great shot downstairs. So this is what I like as well by Arvin, is he's starting to mix things up with the levels now. He's starting to go downstairs because At the moment, Zhang Li is very aware of that shot coming up upstairs. If you start mixing things up, it's the classic go low, go high, level chin.
Front hand of Arvin, right hand to right hand, but just times him well. He steps in with that big right hook.
Patting his glove down, so we call this powwowing almost in boxing, where you're just powwowing and hitting their jab away, trying to get your range, and it's timing as well. There's a timing tell on everything, and you can see both fighters are just trying to time each other well.
Yeah, see Arvin trying to break the rhythm of that glove touch. Good step in, right hook. Seen this a few times from Arvin, gaining confidence throwing that shot.
And it's just beautifully set up. He's going down low, then...
Yeah, Zhang Li, and again with that jump in, acknowledged by Zhang Li. The sniper very much living up to his name. And Zhang Li had some success early on, but definitely slowed down. And, well, back to his old tricks of some taunt.
Round 4. Dito na nagsimulang umatake si AJ Pasiones mga idol. Marahil ay inisip nito na lubang nasaktan ng Chinese fighter sa mga birada nito sa tigiliran. Subalit dito ka rin talaga magugulat sa mga boksingero Intsik ngayon dahil kagaya ng mga Hapon ay medyo may pagkamukulat na din ito na parang Belekoy na kahit tinatama ng mga solid na suntok sa pagmumuka at bodega ay nagagawa pa rin ito makipagsabayan kay kabayan.
Don't jab out too, just controlling the air.
Great shots downstairs again. Him setting it up, we can see him loading up the hips. Zhang Li, to me, has got to go back to that jab with the backhand. He's got to go back, to me, in an orthodox stance. I don't think southpaw's working from the same way. Unless he's more comfortable as a southpaw, I think he should go back to orthodox and see if it works. And there it is again. Stumbles the opponent. Jumping hook once again. And now he's going to town with the body shots.
And now Arvin just taking his time. He's in no rush. He's got 2 minutes left on the clock. But that lead hook, that right hand definitely hurt him.
Nothing happened. Great stuff by Zhang Li as well.
But definitely earned his respect. Slowed down, pumping that jab out. And now Arvin is just almost stalking him. Attempted again. But Zhang Li, a bit wiser now. Just steps back off of that jumping hook.
And I just think Arvin is going to set this one up perfectly. But if, Zhang Li steps back and tries to counter it, the best counter sometimes is the same punch, and he's got to catch him as he moves in.
Yeah, Zhang Li showed that he's got a good rear hand when he punches, which was his right hand, and attempted jumping left hook again.
But Zhang Li stepped back and went for the counter, and that's what he's got to wait for. He needs to counter the counter puncher sometimes, especially if the counter puncher is jumping
below the eye of Zhang Li from that right hook from Arvin, and again. Just think he stuffed it a little bit, but he's definitely looking.
Round 5. Dito mukhang nakukuha ng Pasiones ang momentum ng laban sa nakalipas na 4 na rounds. Pero bibilib ka rin dito kay Zhang Li mga idol dahil hindi ito natitinag sa mga suntok ni kabayan. At ang matindi pa nga dito mga idol ay ang kaganda ng banat dito ni Arvin na halos pasok sa bodega at magmumukha ng Intsik, pero hindi man lang ito natitinag. Well, dito sa round na ito masusubukan din ang kunat ng pagmumukha nitong si Arvin mga idol dahil tumatama na rin ang mga counter punch ng Chinese fighter.
Well, let me try orthodox. Indeed, what is he going to do differently? What is he going to be able to do better than Zhang Li? And he's now going to the body as well. I mean, look, Zhang Li is standing in there, but right now I feel like Zhang Li hasn't really done much of anything to prove that he was winning any of these rounds. I do feel like the sniper is just almost finding the openings now to try and end this fight. We've already seen like 2 very close calls. A big left hand upstairs by Zhang Li. So Zhang Li finally coming alive, believing in himself, stepping forward, but he eats a right hook in the process.
Yeah, good work coming forward from Zhang Li, but he can't afford to open up too much.
Left hook downstairs, but Zhang Li not planting his feet as well. He's going to lose a lot of power in those shots when he lifts up that back foot as well. So I like Zhang Li's tactic. I like that he wants to go to the body and he's flicking out that jab, but the sniper is just using his range. Look at the wide stance of the sniper. He knows exactly where Zhang Li is at every point, and it's all a battle of the range right now.
And that is the Asia light flyweight title. We have the Philippines taking on China. Arvin John Pacquiao's in the pink shorts with the gold trim, taking on Zhang Li from China in the gold and black shorts. This is scheduled for 12 rounds, and at the start of this 6th round, We have some good work here.
The sniper back into the orthodox stance, and the best punch for him right now is that rear uppercut right to the chest. If you're an orthodox against the southpaw, just throwing that rear uppercut to the chest is one of the best shots you can throw. If it doesn't land the chest, it usually lands on the chin. It's a great punch. Great left hand there by Zhang Li as well.
Yes. Return with a jab from Arvin, the sniper.
And you can see Zhang Li has just kind of reserved the fact that he's going to stay southpaw in this fight. And, you know, it might do a lot better for him when the sniper goes into that orthodox stance. Maybe that's what he would prefer to happen anyways. A good southpaw.
Yeah, and Arvin, the sniper, looks like he's just wasting no energy. Just on the outside where he wants to be. Looks like he's keeping Zhang Li guessing.
And you can kind of see he's trying to find an opening. He's trying to, I mean, even the referee had to jump in there to tell him to fight on, but you can tell Arvin is setting up his shot just like a sniper would. It would take a long, long time. Figure out the range, figure out the distance.
Yeah, and you have to question the game plan of the sniper here. Maybe this is the plan. Come out in orthodox for a few rounds, make him forget about that right hook, because that hand's a little low sometimes from Zhang Li. He's had a lot of success, so you do question why he would abandon that plan. It's the most successful punch he's had so far in this fight.
Southpaw stance and fought his opponent in an orthodox stance, and a lot of people believe that's why he lost the fight. He didn't start in his strong position and stayed as the wrong side for the entire fight, and I feel like that's what we're seeing right now. A fighter who does a little bit better in another stance is still not confident to try it.
But a lot of power that the sniper has. So instead of the lead hand hook now, he's turned that into a same position, which is the left side of Zhang Li's face. Good exchange there, fired back from Zhang Li. Just misses on that hook on the exit.
It's so impressive that the sniper can go orthodox and southpaw. And
here we start round 7. Because when he's in southpaw, the lead hook, he goes to the body.
I mean, look, Zhang Li now back in the south, down with these left hands as well. And I think the sniper is just trying to find out where it is. Both fighters exchange elbows, but acknowledge it. Respect in that ring. Very nice to see.
Yeah, and we had a good cross there from Zhang Li.
Of the sniper, which is really winning these exchanges for him. He's being able to dictate the pace and the range of his opponent very well here.
Zhang Li tries to come in. Throws that overhand. And before the straight cross of Zhang Li, deflected by Arvin John Pacquiaones, the sniper. He tries to
push the pace, and he's actually trying to put it on the sniper. I think before he was allowing the sniper to just really get his groove going, really land some big shots, but this is what Zhang Li needs to do, just kind of push right back. Do not allow yourself to get bullied. Sometimes you got to push forward and give it right back to your opponent.
Yeah, having a lot of success. He's double jabbing, he's jabbing and stepping in, then he's throwing that rear hand, that left hand. He goes to the body.
The way he fights, he just keeps going at you.
And a jab there. And that is the end of the round. And this is the start of round 8 of a scheduled 12.
A great main event as well so far, and a great night of Boxing Day here at Space Plus Bangkok, Highland Boxing. And you can see the jabs to the body being landed by Zhang Li now.
And we have the sniper back in southpaw. And Zhang Li started in orthodox, but has now gone back to southpaw.
You've got to question the reasoning behind this. You've got to try and understand why is Zhang Li, I don't see right now that's working for him.
And there back in the southpaw stance, we see that great right hook from the sniper. He's very calm and collected. I don't think he's going to get drawn into that game.
And he's a very respectful fighter as well. You've seen both fighters clash heads, elbows, and even go south of the border, but neither fighter has complained. They've just apologized and carried on with the fight. So great sportsmanship between two of these fighters as well. And you can see now it's just kind of starting to fade out in these later rounds. Both fighters have shown their best shot so far. They've shown exactly what they're capable of. Now it's a case of who can go from the 8th round to the 12th round more active than the opponent as well. Who's going to double up the jabs more? Who's going to triple up the jabs more? Who's going to outwork each other right now? Because right now, to me, the fight is definitely good. You need to get them to tell you, you need to step this up. You need to do something different now.
Yeah, Zhang Li, good step in hook. He's following him. But good evasion there. from Arvin.
And you can see both fighters just circling each other in the center of the ring. Not long to go of round number 8. We went from a situation where it looked like the sniper nearly put Zhang Li out, and now we're back to almost an even sniper just edging every round ever so slightly.
And that is the end of round 8.
He does. You can tell he trains very hard. Round number 9 underway, scheduled for 12.
And both fighters in that southpaw stance now.
And it's southpaw for southpaw now. We've just got to accept Zhang Li wants to fight this fight in southpaw, but like I said, sometimes you get to a point in fights where someone...
And Zhang Li starting off trying to control that hand. Sometimes Arvin plays that game with him, sometimes he doesn't. Sometimes he allows him to control that hand. It works well for timing when you're trying to disrupt the rhythm, when you want to step in and you want to throw that right hook.
And you said the right thing there. It's when the sniper allows him. I just believe that the sniper is kind of in control of everything happening and missed. Arvin did not chase him. He just allowed it to come back to the middle. Great stuff by the sniper so far.
He's just using that hand to stay on the outside of Zhang Li. Anytime he steps forward, he steps back. He's still in good punching range, manages to step in with that jab, goes to the body too.
And those jabs are coming alive. Those feints are coming. We know that hook's eventually going to be coming very soon as well. We'll see. But sometimes, even when you know it's coming, if you're tired, you cannot evade it. You've just got to accept you're going to take it on your gloves sometimes.
And Zhang Li looking a lot more tired than the sniper is here in this 9th round. Just over 1 minute left to go. Good uppercut inside work there from Arvin the sniper.
Just perfectly timed, and you can see it. He eats a left hook.
Good inside work from Paquiaones. Jump in with that right hook again. Just skims the glove.
And he's trying to now pat down that lead arm, so you can tell that lead arm of the sniper is definitely bothering Zhang Li because he keeps trying to pat it away to send his combinations. And that's all you need to do.
Zhang Li looks like he's slowed down a lot now with his jab. Arvin still looking very fresh. Reaction's very good. And that is the end of round 9. The pink and white shorts taking on Zhang Li, representing China, wearing the black and gold shorts. This is round 10, scheduled for 12.
Back into the action they go. Central ring for Bobby, cracking left hand down the middle there as well. The sniper wasting no time now, just taking the fight straight to Zhang Li with a big haymaker.
Great at close. And that big right hook again.
You know what they say, if it works, why change it? Just keep doing it. Zhang Li attempts a jumping hook of his own, but did not connect with any shot there. Goes down low as well, asking him to keep them up. And again, respect between both of these fighters.
Yes, good respect from these two. Respectful young man. Arvin John Paquiaones from the Philippines.
And then, just every round after that, I just feel that Arvin John Paquiaones has just done everything right. Just everything correct. Accuracy, timing, speed, power. He's done everything well in this fight. Great main event.
And a big body shot there acknowledged, and that's what he wants to do. Throw that body shot, get the hands down of Zhang Li, and then come in with that hook. A big uppercut, but he also...
in every round. So we've seen it several times over. We've seen it happen many, many times. Both fighters just holding central ring once again.
Good, Zhang Li attempts to go to the body there. And now, a little bit of taunting here from Arvin, or maybe just readjusting his gun piece. Maybe I misread that. Good jab moving forward.
And a great right hook where one big shot has got through. But again, unless you're putting the sniper down to the canvas, it's going to be very, very difficult to win this fight or even win these rounds at all, because the sniper is basically, to me, just doing 5 times more than everything Zhang Li is actually doing.
And once again, good right hook there. Left hand down the center.
2 people just using their emotes, dancing. Does Zhang Li just know that that's not enough to win the fight? Maybe Zhang Li knew The only chance he...
The WBA Asia Light Flyweight Champion from the red corner, Arvin John Achone.
October 2009, nasubukan ng lakas ng mga kamao ng tinaguriang gintong kamao ng Pinas na si Drian Francisco kontra sa Panamanian boxer at sinasabing may mala Roberto Duran daw na galawan na si Roberto Vasquez. Naging undefeated sa 17 laban ang tubong Mindoro Occidental na si Drian Francisco mula nang pasukoy nito ang professional boxing noong 2005. Naging WBO Asia Pacific Champion noong 2006 at dahil sa pambihirang lakas ng kamao ni Francisco ay naikukumpara siya sa boxing legend ng Pinas na si Luisito Lindol Espinosa. Kaya naman upang mas masubukan pa ang tunay na lakas ng kamao ni Francisco ay itinapat siya sa two-time world champion ng Panama na si Roberto Vasquez noong 2009 para sa bakanting titulong WBA International Super Flyweight. Naging WBO Latino Light Flyweight Champion si Vasquez noong 2002. Naging WBC Latino at WBA Fede Latin Light Flyweight Champion noong 2003. Naging World Champion sa WBA Light Flyweight noong 2005 at interim WBA World Flyweight Champion noong 2006. Isang mahusay at veteranong boxer kung maituturing itong si Vasquez. Kaya naman ganoon na lamang kalaki ang respeto ng mga Panamanian sa boxer na ito. At naihahalin tulad pa nga itong si Vasquez sa legendary boxer na si Roberto Duran. At noong October 2009, nagharap si Roberto Vasquez at gintong kamao Drian Francisco. Ginanap ang laban sa Cuneta Astrodome, Pasay City.
Some 7 months later. So it was a short-lived WBA Flyweight Championship.
He held boxer in Panama right now.
The former world champion, WBA Flyweight champion, and light flyweight champion. Won that title.
He had a little trouble getting to the 115 limit. He was over by 1.5 pounds, and it took him 2 hours to take off the weight, and he looked positive.
Kalaban. But outside of the Philippines, you know, he is a relative unknown. Only 26 years of age here in the Philippines, but that's just about it. His last fight was April 19th in Quezon City when he KO'd the Indonesian Sheryl. In fact, that equals the age of Roberto Vasquez. So definitely not a newbie as far as he goes up against a well-skilled and a former champion in Roberto Vasquez. And you know, you mentioned about the weight problem. You know, he has. And as my esteemed colleague said, certainly the biggest fight of his young career. That was held in Panama City earlier this year, March 24th. So I think a lot of these World Championship acknowledged a flying left hand by Francisco. As we are approaching the end of the opening round. Oh, and a nice flurry. And it might take a round or two to get his boxing feet back on, and a nice left hand by Francisco stuns the former world champ. He says, yeah, he acknowledged this is a big fight, but his trainer, his team, and even himself, they say, this is his time. Oh, and a nice left jab.
Cisco fighting in the Philippines. This is the biggest stage he's ever fought on. Even so much to the point where he corrected the ring announcer at the introductions to make sure he got his province correct. You know, so he's very relaxed.
Earned his degree in commerce.
That's very unusual in boxing here in the
boxer, but this is something that you don't normally find in the fight game. He's a college graduate, went to San Sebastian College, and has earned. Well, just not in the Philippines. I would say all around the world.
Sure. You see that? He throws.
And that has brought this partisan Filipino crowd to its feet here in the Cuneta Astrodome.
Francisco's. He reminds me of like Hasim Hamed. You know, just throws punches from all angles.
So some good instruction and advice in the corner of the former world champion, Roberto Vasquez, as we are now.
He's getting some confidence.
Less than 10 left to go here in the second round. As Vasquez. Oh, and to round 3, scheduled for 12.
Now Vasquez, this is a bit of a crossroads fight for him. His his earlier career where he won, still want to be a world champion? And can he carry whatever power and speed he had at the earlier weights, at the lower weights, into this junior bantamweight? And he lost his first fight at this weight of 115. And again, we talked about the motivational problems. Does he higher weight class?
Well, you know, Chet, we were talking before this bout about the pressure, perhaps, on the shoulders of Roberto.
In this fight, he's definitely expected to beat Francisco, especially in the eyes of Panamanians.
Shouldering, you know, the pride and the pride of boxing in his native country of Panama.
Well, the press is very hard on him in Panama.
For some reason, the unorthodox and the off-balance shots coming from Francisco, I don't know if Vasquez is able to figure him out just yet. Oh, straight left hand found and a right found its mark.
This is a little bit of Luisito Espinosa. This is not a Pacquiao here. Espinosa, 18 pounds, junior bantam or super.
Spider-Man, oddly enough, even though he's called Spider, as Francisco has him up against the ropes now. Or the Spider, came out in the Spider garb, looking like Spider.
Good shot to the body by Francisco. And Vasquez really doesn't have an answer right now. I'm surprised because Francisco.
Follow those punches. I mean, you see the experience of a former world champion.
Look, Francisco keeping his hands kind of low. You see him drop that left.
Well, to Vasquez's credit, he's blocking a lot. Well, Vasquez changes levels right there.
Vasquez is a southpaw. That right hand is close to the
That's one of those things. He's called the Spider-Man, and he's deadly afraid of spiders.
You see that left hand so far down. Maybe he's been tagged a few times with the right hand, and he's just considering that. And Vasquez seems to be not quite loose yet. He seems to be a little bit sluggish.
Wild swing by Francisco. Oh, and tags him there with the left. Nice left jab. And there's the bell. Ending round number 4.
All over the world, and it makes you a very good opponent. Look at that.
Oh, and a big sweeping left hand, and down goes the former world champion. That was a haymaker that came in from left field.
And he's out of it. Right now, he doesn't know where he is.
And a big left hand and a right as Drian Francisco get off that rope.
He's got no answer. Vasquez has nothing.
He is picking apart the former world champion. Is beginning target practice. And Vasquez has to... Francisco, the bombardier of his own plane, opening up the payload and loading and dropping the bombs. And there was a big right hand.
He just has no answer, Vasquez. Francisco is...
Vasquez does not know where he is.
Just pouring it on.
I give Vasquez credit. He has taken a ton of shots and still continues to fire back.
But ready for this fight.
Boy, look at Vasquez. It's just standing right up like it's just not a moving target. Like ducks in a paw.
And he's been sluggish all throughout. And I'll give Francisco, he's the one that came out. He gets all the credit here. He came out totally in shape, totally relaxed.
And Francisco is taking full advantage.
Never got out of the mud. He is just getting admitted last night that this is a crossroads fight for his fighter. A very popular fighter in Panama has picked his butt handed to him by Drian Francisco of the Philippines.
I mean, a virtual nobody, in the boxing world. You're not going to find a bigger name at this weight, than a Roberto Vasquez.
Well, already, no matter the outcome of this fight,
has been pleading to get his shot at someone of quality, of someone of name. And you're not about, a performance like this.
Well, certainly the people in Panama have never heard of Drian Francisco. So they were no matter the outcome here, you will see him fighting some of the best in the world in this division, at the 115 division.
For Vasquez, this fight.
That Vasquez come over here and totally dominate this fight. Now, very impressive.
With other type opponents. I mean, certainly we've seen Roberto Vasquez has seen better.
Yeah, because he worked too hard. He had trouble yesterday getting the weight off. They had to go to a sauna after the weigh-in, and he spent over an hour.
I think you pointed it out, but that face is for the taking. I mean, painted red. He's sticking that face. It's like Francisco was winding up for another bolo punch.
Even took a risk to face a guy of this caliber, because you got to take a gamble sometimes in order to reach the mountaintop.
A hand left. And now a flurry here at the end. Oh, big shot, and down goes the champion. And when it is done, it is over. The new hero in Filipino boxing is Drian Francisco.
You could see
Drian Francisco had other ideas.
You could
Bago matapos ang round 10 ay dito na bumanat ng ating kababayan. Sunod-sunod ang mga suntok na binibitawan nito hanggang makorner na ang Panamanian boxer, bagamat gumaganti naman si Vasquez upang protektahan ang kanyang sarili. Subalit isang solidong kanan ang tumama dito, dahilan upang tumumba ito at mabilangan. Pero dahil sa lakas ng suntok ng kanyang tinanggap ay hindi sapat ang 10 segundo upang siya ay makarecover. Makikita na medyo nahihilo pa ito. Kaya naman, mismo ang kanyang trainer na ang nagdesisyon na ihinto na lamang ang laban. Dahil kung magpapatuloy pa nga naman, baka mas grabe pa ang abutin ni Vasquez. Kaya naman, idiniklarang panalo ang ating kababayan via technical knockout sa round 9 at matagumpay na napas sa kamay ni Drian Francisco ang makating WBA International Super Flyweight title. At iyan nga po ang video natin para sa araw na ito, mga idol. Naway nagustuhan nyo po ang ating muting video na ipinanood ko. At kung nagustuhan mo naman, ay inaanyayahan kita na mag-like upang suporta sa ating channel, mag-subscribe at i-hit ang notification bell button upang ma-update ka sa mga susunod ko pang mga video. Muli, marami pong salamat sa inyong suporta at panonood.